Hey friend, welcome back to the Halfway to Dead mini edition. It's time to hit you with some wellness wisdom today. Guys, we have to take care of our aging mind and body so we can finish this life strong. Are you ready? Okay, jump in. Ride shotgun with me as we continue on this midlife spiritual journey together. Hey, you guys. So for today's wellness wisdom, we're going to dive into the benefits of an avocado seed tincture used topically on our joints. What am I talking about? Well, I did a deep dive recently on this because I saw a little video come through social media, and it showed this older man, this grandpa. I don't know if he's talking to his daughter or his granddaughter. I'll post this video for you guys this week on social media. Basically, he was talking about how he had this Indian man who told him, if you have joint pain, this is what you need to do. And I was skeptical at first, because we can't believe everything we see on social media. But then I started to research it more, and I was like, ooh, this seems like a thing. So let me tell you about it. So why avocado seeds? What's going on with the avocado seeds? Well, they contain phenollytic compounds and antioxidants such as flavonoids, and those compounds have been shown to possess significant anti-inflammatory properties, which can help reduce inflammation in the joints and potentially alleviate your pain. That sounds good, right? Because what got me doing this was all this junk is going around right now, right? All the viruses, oh God, all the stuff. And so for me, one of the big things that does to me is cause me fatigue and joint pain. Okay, whether you have a virus or not, if you get a lot of joint pain, this is worth a shot, you guys, because I found it helpful. Believe it or not, I was shocked too. So what's the deal? How do we make this tincture? So you're going to get your avocados. You're going to eat your avocado as normal. If you don't like avocados, have someone else eat it for you. But you're going to take those seeds. Now, some people say to dry them for a couple of weeks or a few days. I didn't do that. I'm just going to admit it. I gave them like a day or two. I just kind of cleaned them off. Got all that, made sure there's no green stuff on them. And then you're going to chop those up. And you're thinking, ooh, that sounds like a job. No, they're surprisingly easy to cut. So chop those babies up just like you would any vegetable, that you were cooking with. And then you're going to put them into alcohol. Now, I'm just talking about topical use today. So we're going to use a rubbing alcohol. I used a 70% rubbing alcohol. If you want to deep dive into ingesting a tincture like this, you would use vodka, like a Tito's or something. But today we're going to focus on topical. So we're going to use, like I said, we're going to use rubbing alcohol. So it's about 16 ounces of alcohol per 2 to 3 avocado seeds. So chop them up, put them in the container. That's it, you guys. And then you're going to let it sit for a little bit. So let's talk about the container. The best container to do this with is glass. Not only glass, but a glass spray bottle that's in that amber color or that cobalt blue color. And that's just to protect the properties of your tincture from UV sunlight, because that will affect the potency of it. And also the glass, because plastic, obviously, you're going to get some chemical reaction and absorption from the plastic. If you're in a pinch and you already have a plastic spray bottle at home and the avocado seeds, get it started. You can transfer it to a glass container, but optimally, we want glass. So you're just going to mix this up and put it in there. It varies online, opinions on how long you should let it sit. Some people say in a few hours, start using it. Some people say you need to wait 4 to 6 weeks for top potency. Okay, here's what I did. I did just a few days. I let it sit for a few days, and then I started using it. I'm assuming because I already felt the difference. It was already working for me. And I'm talking about I could feel it pretty immediately. And I'm not going to deny some of it might be a placebo effect, but if it's working, it's working. That's what I say. And I don't usually fall straight into you give me a sugar pill and I think it cured me. No. So yes, there's probably some placebo effect to this, but also I think it really is anti-inflammatory. So you're going to spray it right on your joints and you're going to rub it in. And guess what? There's no oily weirdness to it because it's rubbing alcohol. It's going to dissipate quickly and just leave you with those benefits. You're going to notice it's going to become if you have a clear container, you look at it, it kind of turns this orangey color from the avocado seed. That's normal. It's supposed to do that. And probably the longer it sits, the more potent it gets. So I'm excited to see how much better it works at 6 weeks. But I wanted to get you guys this information so you can do a little trial, little test run with me here. Okay, so for joint pain relief, if you're using this topically, do a little patch test first, just to make sure your skin isn't, for some reason, allergic or sensitive to that avocado seed extract, right? So just do a tiny little spot first. Don't spray your whole body. Just do a little test patch. And if everything seems all good, yeah, go ahead and start using it on all your joints. Because listen, this has some extreme benefits. And we will dive into avocado seed tincture benefits for ingesting it in a different little episode. And I'll probably get an expert on for that one because, I don't like to dive too deep into the medical stuff I don't know enough about. But I wanted to get started on this topically for joint pain because it really worked. And there is some scientific studies and evidence out there for the reasoning behind this. I'm going to link all that in the show notes so you guys can get deeper into this if you so desire. Because I want you to research stuff before you try it on yourself, right? You don't just have to take my word for it. Okay, so also the disclaimer here is before you start anything new, any new supplements, whether they're topical or ingested, consult with your healthcare provider. Your healthcare provider and yourself know you the best, and if this is going to interact with anything else you're doing. So check with your healthcare provider first. Do that little test patch area for sensitivity. And remember that today we're just talking about using it externally. That's why we're using the rubbing alcohol. So absolutely do not ingest this mixture. Okay, you got to go with real, human alcohol. You got to grab the Tito's for all that. That is not what this episode is about. This is just for topical use. Okay, there's my disclaimer, you guys. Okay, so this avocado seed tincture has the potential as a natural remedy for reducing joint pain due to its anti-inflammatory properties. So I wanted to get this out to you guys now because this is the season for the aches and pains. So if you are looking for a homeopathic way to start calming down the inflammation in your joints, this might be a solution for you. It might not, or it might be. I'd like to just present you guys with things to get you thinking and researching. And if this is a good match for you, then you need to grab those avocado seeds, a little rubbing alcohol, and get your tincture going. You can do this. It's very simple, and I found it to be very effective. Okay, thanks for listening, guys. I'll see you next Monday for some more wellness wisdom. I hope you learned something today that you can implement into your life. And remember to use the links in the show notes to do your own personal deep dive into today's wellness wisdom topic. Also, please share this episode with a friend who might be looking for ways to improve their health and wellness too. Thank you so much for spending time with me today, and I can't wait to hit you with some more wellness wisdom next Monday. Oh, and I really can't forget the fine print again. That legal jargon. This podcast is presented solely for educational and entertainment purposes. We're just two friends on this journey together, and this podcast is not intended as a substitute for the advice of a physician, professional coach, psychotherapist, or any other qualified professional. I know you guys get it, so I'll see you next time.